Alright, welcome guys. Gonna give everyone a few minutes to mosey on over before we start. Welcome. Say hello, let me know where you're watching from today. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, I'm excited. I got some fun things to share with you. I think you're going to enjoy today's video. Oops, there goes a few more beads. Sorry. All right, say hello. As soon as I see some people joining, we'll jump on in with our project. Well, I do have a little mini project, but I'm going to share some new beads with you guys today and some colors. So, if you're new here, I'm Heather Powers from Humblebeads, and I'm a jewelry maker, bead designer, author, illustrator, and your all-around creative muse. And I've got some fun things to share with you guys today. Oh, glad to see you guys popping in here. We got Nancy Sullivan from Florida. I got Cindy from California, Karen, Jeanette, Dawn from Los Angeles. Hello everyone. I'm here in Michigan. Today we're just going to see the bead table. Oh, where's my hands? There we go. And all the goodies I have on here for you. Hi Patty, welcome. All right, so it's our coffee break. I'm just going to share what I've been working on and some color tips, and I have one little free project for you guys. It's a really quickie, if I can find it. Oh, here it is, hidden in the beads. So I have a cute little super simple, easy earring project to do with you guys before we end our video today. All right, so beads. Are you guys making stuff this weekend? Do you guys make on the weekends, or do you take a break from beads on the weekends? I tend to take a break from beads on the weekends since this is my real job. And then I play with all the creative stuff Monday through Friday here in the studio. But how about you guys? Are you weekend warriors when it comes to the beads? Is that when you guys get to pull out all your goodies and have fun? I hope so. I hope you get to relax and have a little bit of creativity. So for some reason, I am stuck on pastels. I'm loving them. I'm digging them. They keep popping up. And by the way you guys have been buying things, you're liking them too. So I'm going to feature pastels and using some neutrals with pastels to kind of tone them down a little bit and give them a little more sophistication. And so I think really what sparked my pastel craving were these bracelets that I made that we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be doing them the first Wednesday. I decided I had to change the date, so I'll be sending out that email to you guys. It's going to be on the first Wednesday, so which I think is it the 2nd? Whatever that first Wednesday is in June. That's when we're going to do our project, because life has just been crazy. Oh, Cindy, you drew all week, so you're ready for beads. What kind of drawing do you do? Share a link. I want to see. I've been working on some drawings too in my spare time. So I definitely feel these fit in, Regency, Bridgerton colors are really super popular right now. And then cottagecore, which is all the pastels and pastoral type images and, little fairy cottages. And so that's where all of these unique, for me, colors are coming from. I'm not usually a pastel person, but this year I am. And you'll notice that even though I'm using pastels, I mixed it up by adding the bronze color in there. That adds a little bit of depth to the pastel design, takes it from being too sweet and cutesy, and brings in that metallic finish that, gives it a little extra. Oh, you do fabric design. Oh, Cindy, I want to see it for sure. Hi, Susan from New York. Welcome. Lorraine, you're a beater every day. I love that. Hello, Rosalinda and Shelly. Welcome, guys. Okay, so what I did this week was I took some of my popular designs and some colors that you guys have really been eating up in the willow design, where I've had them in like cuffs or other pieces, and so I've translated them into a few new designs. So I have these ballet pink head pins. So I had the head pins in the really pretty cuff. Let me see if I can. I can't grab one right here, but I do have the little dogwood that's the same color palette. And so you guys really loved the pink. You were really digging the pink for the kits and those cuffs. And so I thought you guys needed some head pins. So here we go. So we have the head pins in the ballet pink color, and I have these back in stock today, which are the 10mm English cut, and these are in a really beautiful metallic blush, and I just think they look really good together. So, oh, you can see I've been painting and I have the paint all over. Blush and bashful. So, wouldn't it be fun to be the person who makes up the names at a paint company? Susan? I think that would be a lot of fun. All those crazy names they come up with for colors. Okay, so that's my first thing that I made. And then since I had that paint out, I thought, ooh, let's do my little popular bird in this light blush pink color too. So I have my little willow bird in that color combination too. And again, it matches really well with this pink. It also goes well with the set. I'm going to have a few more of these on the website. These are the new willow disc beads that I have. And even though they're more on the peachy orange side, I still feel like they look really well. They work really well because we have a little bit of the peach flashes in there. And so that looks really well together. Hi, Brooke, my fellow Michigander. Welcome. Okay, and then the other pink thing I have, because why not, are little tiny wobbles. And so I have little pink wobbles, and these are definitely way more pink than my super pale pink here, but they're not like a Barbie pink. They're still a really pretty pastel shade, and it looks really nice with all the pink things I've been making. And I'm not the type of person that's going to wear the color pink in like a shirt or a dress or anything, but I would definitely wear pink with cream or white with jeans or, like a khaki or army green shorts. And so you don't necessarily have to be a pink person to enjoy a little bit of pink on the jewelry. And just FYI, we're getting the kits out today. That's why we had to change the date, because we've just been taking forever in between taking care of people. So what I did is, if you ordered a pink kit, you get a little pair of pink wobbles. And if you ordered the gold kit that has the little blue accents, I made little blue wobbles for you. And then if you did the mint, I had little green speckle wobbles for you. And you didn't have to do anything extra. These were just free gifts that we've been throwing in your orders. If you ordered a kit, we threw those out in your order. And then if you order a kit from now until they're sold out, we'll also include the little free wobbles with you guys. So you can make a little pair of earrings to match your bracelets, which brings me to the new wobbles. So I have 3 new pairs of wobbles that are available individually. So we have the speckled green, the light pink, and then the periwinkle type blue. Cindy, you're a pink person? I know some people can really do pink and look beautiful in it. I prefer pink as accent color and mix it with greens or creams or neutrals. So yeah, that's super fun. All right, my second color that I didn't want to do a pink house. I should have. Now that I think of pink house, that sounds adorable. But I did do a little greenhouse with the pink colors to accent it. So I have this little guy that coordinates, let's say that. It doesn't match, but it coordinates with the pink willow pieces. So we have the green as the background, but the accents are the same. And I have this new sea green color for the flowers that I thought looked really, really nice with that. And I'm going to make a pair of earrings at the end here with these little flowers. Periwinkle. That's my favorite color. All right, now my last ones that I made for this week are the house and the bird in this sky blue color. You guys have really been digging the sky blue, and I also wanted something that matched these awesome beads that are just one of my favorites in my shop. Favorites ever, and we got these back in stock, and so you'll find these in the shop today too, and I just can't think of a more perfect combination right here. All right, so let me put these guys in the middle here while we talk about ways to use pastels that break up a little bit of that sweetness. And I have some accent colors that I wanted to share with you guys that I thought worked really well with the pastels, and just talk a little bit about that. And so these are all things that we have in the shop. They're there already, ready for you to grab. Hi, Chris. Nice to have you here watching over on the YouTube. Thank you. So one of the first things I'm going to say, these champagne leaves, I just treat them as a neutral. They're an interesting pink gray color. They're a grayish pink. Is that possible? But they have an AB finish on them that gives them just a really cool metallic tone. But they're not really pink, and they're not really green. They have like a little bit of that in it though. So a really pretty color, makes a great neutral for all of these pastel pieces. And so I think that would look really pretty with the birds, with the little house for sure in the green. And so these, I'm pretty sure this is called champagne on the website, and these are the dogwood leaves, and I think that would look really pretty with that too. You could do a few going up on either side, and that would look really pretty. This would also look really nice with the white one too. I really like that a lot. That would actually make a really pretty necklace, don't you think? With the little, and I have these leaves in other colors too, but I'm really partial to this champagne color. All right, the other one that I grabbed for you guys were an English cut, and these are a clear with an AB finish, and they're matte. So they're like a frosted glass. They're kind of gray and kind of white. They're a mix in between, and I think these definitely lend towards a very summery designs, and I think this would look really pretty with any of the pastels, and it would help because it's more of an earthy kind of feel to it. It takes away some of that sweetness too. You know, you need a little salt in with the sugar, right? To balance things out. So that's what I would definitely say those lend towards, that earthiness that takes away from the too sweet of the pastels. And then I have these little guys, and I just have a ton of these in the shop. I keep ordering them, so I do definitely have an overstock of these, and they're a super, super pale green with a gold finish on them, and they make a great neutral. So they look really pretty with any one of these pastel pieces that we have here. And then I have some teal colors, and even though you might not think of teal as a neutral, well, okay, these aren't teal. What do they call these? A sky blue, I think it is. And then they have a gold finish on them. So they definitely have this rustic feel, but they look like something old you would find in a little French chateau. I don't know, they definitely have that feel to me. Oh, green tea. Thank you, from my assistant who actually knows the colors of everything, because Vange fills all the orders. I just think it looks so lovely because it matches all the green tones that we have in the background on the pieces. And even though it's, you know, leaning more towards the teal spectrum or light greenish blue, it goes with any of these color combinations. So I really like that. Of course, it really sings with the blue color. So that's another option. Oh, yes. Love that together. Okay, another teal. Well, it's not teal. That's aqua. And this is an aqua sky blue. These are large melon beads. And if you wanted to use these in your bracelet that we're going to do for our monthly project, you know, these are the big hole 8mm. No, 10mm. No, 8mm. That's right, 8mm. The 8mm in the aqua, and they have the gold finish on them. And they're not matchy, so they just accent all the wonderful greens that are in here. Again, just like the other pieces. And I would definitely match that up with it. I don't know if I would do pink because this is leaning a little bit more. Oh, actually it matches the background color really nice, doesn't it? So yeah, I would totally go for that. Okay, now let's get into some creams. So here's another option with the large hole melon beads, the 8mm, and I have them in the ivory white with the mercury finish. And these just match all of it. You know, a nice fresh bit of spring white, or not white, ivory. It's ivory. And it looks really beautiful with all the willow pieces because of the ivory color of the clay underneath. So these little guys would match all of it. Now leaning a little bit more over into the gold. So these are 6mm drukes, and they have a gold finish on them. They have a little bit of cream shining through, but these are a great neutral for any of the pastels. And you could knot this with wax linen. That would be really pretty. Actually, wouldn't this be a beautiful bracelet? Just like 3 strands of this. Yeah, let's make that happen. That would be really cool. The dogwoods, I'm going to be putting them into the shop with the option to have 2 holes drilled in them. So I'm going to do that this afternoon. So you'll be able to have 1 hole or a hole on each side so that you guys can use these for bracelets too. I'm going to keep these dogwoods around for quite a while. I'm loving them. And so I'm going to add the option so that you guys can get the second hole on the dogwoods too. And I have the dogwoods in these 3 colors, which aren't dogwood colors at all, but you can't tell me what to do. No. So we have the cream, the pink, and the blue. What other color would you guys like to see this in? Leave a comment. Let me know. What other color would you like to see these dogwood pendants in? And these were taken from an antique spoon from my grandmother's spoon collection that she collected all over the United States in all her travels. And so I borrowed the mold, or I made a mold from her spoon, and had to be really careful because it was really soft pewter. So these remind me of my grandma. They have such a vintage antique feel. So yeah, tell me, what color would you like to see these in? Ooh, a soft yellow, Karen, that would be pretty. Like a buttercup. Yeah, I would love that. Okay. Another on the gold spectrum are the clear drukes. These are 8mm, so these are larger, and they have a really heavy gold finish on them that are matte. And these would look really pretty with all all of these designs. Yep, yep, yep. I would love them. I have actually 2 more gold pieces because now we go into the heavy gold where this is almost a brown. Just a super dark gold. I actually think these are called emerald, right? Even though they're all green, Vange. Yeah, these are called emerald on the website because the glass underneath it is emerald, but it has such a heavy, heavy coating of the gold on it that you can hardly see any of the dark green that's under there. I'm pretty sure it's emerald. Yeah. And so I would totally match these up with any of the pastels. And I might add like a little tiny bead of the same pastel color just as an accent so that I could lighten up a little bit of that gold. But I also think it plays off really well with the green in the background. So okay, so you would want to have a different color on the background, Kimberly? Tell me about that. I'm up for any suggestions. So we got a deep pink, a light purple, a green or a peach. Ooh, I like the peach idea. All right, I have more bellflowers. These are like a honey color. And I think these would look really pretty as a neutral for any of these designs. So, and they look especially nice with the white dogwood. They pick up the yellow that's in the center of the dogwood. But these also tend a little bit towards the green spectrum. They're kind of a yellowish green. So again, they would match all of the olive greens that I've used in the background of the pastels. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. I have another heavily gold finished dahlia bead, and I'm pretty sure these are thistle underneath, so they have a grayish purple color underneath, but the gold is so heavy on there that all you really see is the gold. And these are definitely a perfect match for any of the elements that I have on the table here. You just can't go wrong with any of them. They look great. So gold as a neutral, you can do it. So that's all my my little beads that I'm going to share with you guys. I have a quick little earring project that I'm going to show you guys using my new willow disc beads that you guys have been loving. So let me put these out of the way real quick. Make a nice little pile for Vange to put back. Thank you guys so much for joining me on a Friday afternoon. I always appreciate having you guys here. And hopefully I entertain and educate you a little bit. Yeah, so lots of fun. Pastels. Do you dig them? Are you ready for bright colors for summer yet? Or are you still in the pastel mood? Let me know what you guys think. I'm loving pastels. I'm not going to give up on them yet. Okay, so this is the little earring we're going to do. We're going to use a hammered ring, some of the bellflowers, the new ones that I showed you, that sea glass. Is it sea glass? Well, I'll have to look up the name, but they'll be the first things on my website when you stop in later this afternoon. So we're going to use this color as the accents. I have my little willow bead. I have all of these rings back in stock, and the hammered rings are just really fun to design with. You can use them for all different things. They can be components, connectors. You can use them as toggles. So lots of options there. I'm going to pull out one O bead. I'm going to use 3 little teeny tiny size 11 bronze seed beads with pearl head pins. Pearl head pins are really small and light. Thin. That's what I meant. Not small and light, thin. So they have a really small head to them. These are from Vintage. And these are what I have in stock. So that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to use them with the little jump ring that will give the feel of a ball head pin. It's kind of a cheater ball head pin if you can't find ball head pins. And I'm looking for my little 5mm jump rings here. Nancy, I love that. You have a double stress relief session watching me and crocheting. What are you crocheting? I love to hear about your guys' crafty projects. All right, and I'm going to need some wire. And I'm going to be using my favorite twisted wire, if I can find where I put it. I have a wayward spool of it somewhere, so I just grabbed another one. We're going to be using the 18 gauge twisted wire in the natural brass finish from Vintage. Oh, Cindy, yes, you can use a little metal bead too, like a little 2mm round bead as the quote-unquote ball at the end of the, the head pin to make the ball head pins. Okay, so super easy, quick project. I'm going to take the head pin and slip on my little size 11 bead, slip on my flower, and I'm going to repeat that for all 3 of these. These little pearl head pins are nice, especially if you work with gemstones or pearls that have smaller holes. So these are really thin and they work really well for gemstones or pearls. But I ordered the wrong thing, so now I have an abundance of these. And we're just going to make it work. Okay, I'm going to do wrapped loops on top of these. So I'm going to first form the loop, and I'm going to do that on all 3 of these because I like to work in assembly line fashion. So if I was making both of these earrings, I would do all 6 of the flowers at the same time. I feel like it helps me work a little quicker to do the steps in batches instead of completing one head pin and then going to the next. Okay, you're going to grab onto your loop and wrap around tightly 2 times, and then wrap on top of your first 2 wraps around until you get to the end of your wire, and then just tuck in that little bit of extra wire you have on the back there. Oh, Nancy, you're crocheting granny squares. I love it. I like crocheting, but I have a hard time following patterns. It's too much like math. So I've only done the simplest of designs. So my hat's off to you for the granny squares. I have fond memories of granny square blankets on grandma couches. My grandma's couches. Okay, so I have those 3 done. I have my 2 jump rings, and I'm going to grab just about 3.5 inches or so of the wire. And to keep things simple, I am going to use my 1.5mm looper, 1-step looper, and just press. And we got a nice little loop there with 1 little step. Oh, Nancy, clothes with the granny squares are very popular, aren't they? A jacket would be fun. I also think a purse would be really fun with the granny squares. I've seen that quite often and I really like it. I actually think that's on my oldest daughter's wish list, is a granny square purse. She's always bookmarking them. Okay, now I'm going to slip on that little O bead. Oops. on top of my polymer clay bead here. And I'm going to thread that through the guide. Make sure I'm close to the bottom, but not so close that I'm going to break my bead. And pinch it. And that has given me a perfect loop. One time. I think I need some ice cream for that feat. It doesn't always work out that they're perfect like that on both sides. So, woo! Okay. Now I'm going to assemble this. We're going to do 2 jump rings. So the first jump ring is going to attach the hammered ring to my bead here. I'm going to close that up nice and tight. Okay, and now I'm going to take the other jump ring. Oh, thanks for sharing the color that you like, Kimberly. I love it. Cherokee red. And a deeper salmon pink. Oh, that would be pretty. With a cream background. Oh, I never thought of doing a cream background. I like that idea. Okay, so I'm going to stick all 3 of my flowers on there, and then I'm putting it on the jump ring that's attached to the ring. And getting in here and closing those up. And those are going to just flop around in the front. And I'm going to take my vintage brass ear wire that I absolutely love. They have no nickel, so if you have any kind of sensitivity to nickel, you might want to try Vintage's brass ear wires. They're the only ear wires I can wear besides precious metals like gold or silver. So there's my little earrings for you guys. Oop. Just sweet, fun, little bit of metal, little bit of check glass, and my willow bead. And then you have a sweet little pair of earrings. And of course they're super lightweight, even though they have a little bit of punch to them. And oh, Amanda, thank you so much for asking. The O beads are glass, and so these are I get them from Beads to Live By, and you can look on Cassandra's shop online at beadstoliveby.com, and she sells the O beads on her website. No, she might not have them on her website, but if you email her, she will definitely take care of you guys because she has them in the shop. Okay, so there, I have earrings to wear for the weekend. You guys have a new design to play with. And beads to shop for. If you order $50 or more, you will get an extra set of the wobble beads for this weekend. And if you order a kit, you'll get a pair that matches your kit. So you could get as many wobble beads as your $50 increments will go. So you'll definitely get one if you order a bracelet kit. And then if your threshold met the $50, you would get a second one, and you'll get a pair of wobbles for every $50 that you reach for this weekend. So that is the scoop. That's my free gift for you guys for this week. So the wobbles free with any purchase of the kits. We have a few of each color left, so feel free to stop on over and you will get them in plenty of time to create along on the video with us. Appreciate you guys' website. Lynn, these are going to be up at 5:30 this afternoon. I need to get all your orders out, and then I'll be updating the website. So 5:30 is going to be the website update. All of these will be on the website. And then, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Oh, Lynn, you're always on top of it with that sari silk. A little bit of sari silk would look pretty on there, wouldn't it? Yes, like in between the flowers and the disc bead. That would be cute. Definitely. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. You guys asked about my mom. She's doing pretty good. She didn't have any symptoms with COVID, so she's just been in the hospital recovering, and then she will be going to a nursing home for a few weeks while she gets better. Martina, can we exchange the kit with the blue-green melons? So if you ordered, did you order like this kit, or you want to order one now? If you haven't ordered one already, we can do the exchange. It's quite possible your order has already gone out or is in packaged up, so we wouldn't be able to do it for any orders that you've already placed. But if you would like, let me put together a kit with this, and then you don't have to do an exchange. I will just do a few kits with the melon. I'll do about 5 or 6 of them. I won't have a ton. Well, maybe I will. I think I have 2 packages of these beads. So let me put together a few kits this afternoon. They'll be up at 5:30. And so, yeah, I will definitely put together some kits with the blue-green for you guys. So how's that? Thank you guys for all the well wishes for my mom. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being patient with us while we take care of family during this time, and that we're catching up on all your orders and getting everything out to you guys in a timely manner now. So Jesse will have all your made to orders finished by this weekend if he hasn't already gotten them done. We've been shipping them out all the time, all this week. So hopefully it'll be on your way to you really soon. I really, really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I will make some kits up with this color for you guys. Martina, I will save one for you since you started it. So there'll be a reserved listing on my website for you. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will post a picture of these guys on the Facebook page so that you can have a close-up and copy those if you want to. You guys have a great weekend. Pull out those beads, make something fun. Get out in your garden if you're a garden person. Just enjoy life to the fullest this weekend. And I will see you next week on Wednesday for Bead Table Wednesday. Will I be doing a demo for what, Nancy? For the bracelets? Yes, we're going to do the demo the first weekend of June. I had to change the date because we are just running a little late, and so I want to make sure everyone has their kits before we do the tutorial. And so this will be the first Bead Table Wednesday of June, and you guys can create right along with me. We'll be making this bracelet together. It's one that whips up in about a half an hour, and so yeah, we'll probably take an hour to do it because that's always how it goes. But you guys will be able to create along with me while I do this. All right, guys, take care. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you on Wednesday. If you have a question, feel free to leave them in the comments.